Hey everybody, it's Steven as Keyblade53s, and welcome back into Danganronpa's Triggered Happy Havoc. So we did for the class trial, we've been there like almost an hour, because I made 2 videos in one day, so that way when we get the class trials and make it faster, instead of doing one video to make it 30 minutes. So what really happened is, we've been discussing for a bit, to find out who was the one who did it, and who goes first, or who goes last, and trying to put the blame on anyone else, and Hina was just like, let's just vote now, let's just be the one to kill her. So my guess is it might be something suspicious on Hina, because she might be hiding something. She was keeping the secret from Sakura's dead for no reason why. Now she's going to say is like, I did it, I'm the killer. But that's not even part of it, because she's still hiding something behind Sakura's dead. So she's still hiding something. There's gonna be more. We need to go through it exactly. Well, not for sure it is. Hina was not the one who did it, because he's just smacked it with a bottle one time, and then Tuckles, or just like Jack, smacked it again with 2 bottles and makes it 2 blow times. And then one cause of death is actually poison. What Byakuya is showing me, or showing us apparently through explanation. But then they're thinking about like either they was switched or the bottle was used on purpose. So we don't know. So let's just start the class trial. It's not really that hard or not long, but we will see about that. I had to do the information because sometimes it's really different one. Footprints in the powder, Kim Lab shell, source of the powder. Which one?
First I went to section C. That's when I grabbed the poison.
Okay, I need to listen to it then.
And you spilled some of the powder on the ground in front of the shelf.
Yeah. When I grabbed the bottle, I dropped it.
Wait, what?
And then?
I moved from section C to section A.
Wait.
And that's where I switched the powders.
No, you didn't.
Once I was done switching them, I put the bottle filled with the protein powder back in section A. Then I took the bottle with the poison in it
What?
and left the chem lab. That's all there is to it.
Honestly, that's enough. How much longer must we tolerate this?
It's gonna be the footprint of the powder, right? Because there is only one footprint from section A. In the kidnap, where were the footprints? And what direction we're facing them? Facts clearly contradict what Hina just told us. Yeah, I need to look. Dude. Yeah, I could not know about the details, but I wish it would like give me like zoom in. It says so only near the leftmost section. So then like go from the section C to section A.
That's when I grabbed
To section A.
This one? Okay. So I was right then. There are no footprints from section C, but only section A.
You said you went to get the poison from section C, and that's where you spilled the powder, right?
Yeah? What about it?
And after that, you said you moved from section C to section A to get the protein. But the footprints left at the scene were not moving from section C to section A.
Yeah.
That contradicts what you just said.
Just only came to the left side.
Then maybe she moved in some weird direction on purpose to disguise her movements?
Then what about the poison then? Like either dropped or lost on purpose?
No, that can't be it. Remember what Hina just said?
What? What Hina said? I was just nervous, so I didn't notice I left the footprint. Oh, so you freaked out? Okay, that explains it. Oh, you slipped your tongue, didn't you?
What the? Hina, what's the meaning of this?
Yep, she is hiding something.
Well,
You lied to us. Plain and simple. If you look at the footprints, your movements in the chem lab are obvious. The powder had already been spilled when you came in, and you went straight to section A. So you never went to section C. Whatever you did there, it only involved section A.
Yep.
well, you see...
What the?
It seems Byakuya is lost as well.
What the hell? What's going on here?
Well, since you lost it, now you start sweating.
And the footprints aren't the only problem with her account.
Oh, snap.
Before I explain that part, I'd like to submit some new evidence.
New evidence? Impossible, there can't be.
Are you sure?
What?
After all, you're the one that gave it to me.
Who?
Did?
I don't know.
It was hidden inside the bottle of poison you gave me.
Oh, that.
I'm amazed you, of all people, would miss such a vital clue. A truly grave oversight.
Oh, you're suddenly pissed and Byakuya up, huh, Kyoko?
Just say it already! What is it you think you found?
I found this.
Huh? A piece of glass? Wait, is it from the window from the Red Room? If I recall correctly, the one of those glass shards windows was on top of the protein cans, right? So then, maybe the poison bottle was in the Red Room the whole time?
It had sunk to the bottom of the bottle, and the hidden clue was exposed, thanks to you ingesting the powder. I couldn't have solved the mystery without you. So, thank you for that.
Oh. At least she didn't, like, drink all of it, because if someone got glass shot on his throat, not good.
But, what is it?
Oh, you still don't realize? Well then, Makoto, why don't you explain it?
Of course, you have to let me do it. Like, no, then press square.
Me?
Of course you wouldn't know.
If you really do know, explain the meaning of that shard of glass.
It came from the window from the Red Room. I just saw it. A shard of like blue glass Kyoko found in a bottle of poison. I think I remember now. I broke something to the same blue shard. It was a Red Room window. I already know that already.
It's part of the window from the rec room door, right?
The window?
Yeah. There was a shard
The
there.
window we broke to get in was light blue, just like that. So I think that must be it.
You're right, it must be. Of course, that leads to another question. How did a shard of glass from the window get inside this bottle of poison?
What's so strange about that?
What's strange is that, according to what Hina told us,
Where was it the bottle of poison should have been when I broke the Red Room window? According to what Hina told us, what was it? Position A?
I got it! The bottle of poison was left on the shelf in the chem lab. That is what you said, right, Hina?
Oh. Oh yeah, the bottle of chemicals in section A.
And yet, somehow a piece of glass from the rec room window made its way into the bottle.
Hina told us was a lie?
Of course it was a lie.
In reality, that bottle of poison most definitely found its way to the rec room.
Oh.
It was there at least until the window got broken. In other words, when the locked room was unlocked.
So then, who has the bottle of Red Room? Don't tell me it was Sakura, wasn't it?
There's no other way to explain the presence of that glass in that bottle.
Does that mean that she commits suicide? If she was, then why
And
then?
then, once the room was opened, the bottle somehow got moved back to the shelf in the chem lab. Meanwhile, the protein can we found at the crime scene was planted there.
So it must have got here, like, grabbed the bottle and switched it. It must be happened right after we saw Sakura's body.
That had to be after the locked room was opened. In other words,
Yeah,
after
it
Sakura
was.
died.
Hold on, you're moving too fast.
We'll listen next time,
I'll
Byakuya.
grant you, the bottle of poison may well have been in the rec room when it was locked, but how can you say the protein can was put there after the room was unlocked?
Maybe when everyone been gathered?
We already know she was given the protein can with the poison inside, right? If that can wasn't there when she died, how did she get poisoned?
You're right. We do need to explain that. But before we do, there's something I'd like to confirm with everyone here.
What would that be?
It has to do with the protein can. After Sakura's body was discovered, did anyone move it or trip over it or anything like that?
What are you talking about? Is this some kind of loaded question?
Not at all. Just answer to the best of your ability.
Well, no, not that I remember.
Really?
Yeah, me either.
Not me.
Same here.
Of course, Jenna said Jack was there because she was somehow switched her mind.
Yeah, me either.
No, you're not, Hina.
Okay then, that settles it. That proves that the protein can found its way to the murder scene after the room was opened.
Oh, come on! How can you say that? How can you know what I don't know?
Well, she outsmart you. Even though you're the brains and all, but she will outsmart you. The reason she can say that is because there's evidence. There's a proof that someone brought the protein can to the rec room after it was open. Oh, here comes the music. Meaning there's the last one, right? Source of the powder, empty protein can. The can lab. It's with the empty can?
When it comes to that protein can, there's not a doubt in my mind. Until the locked room was unlocked, it absolutely was not in there.
So you're saying someone planted it there after we got the door open?
Yes.
No, that's impossible.
That might be it.
It had to have been in there the whole time. It had to be. It was in there before the rec room was...
Nope!
No, it's wrong.
It wasn't before, it was after!
You remember how there was broken glass scattered all around the room, right?
Of course. It came from the window you broke to get in. What about it?
Well, those pieces weren't just scattered around the protein can. We also found pieces underneath the can.
Yeah, that means someone picked them up and placed it on the top of it. So then, Hina's the one who did it.
What?
That's surprised the look on his face.
And this proves it. It shows that the can must have been put down on the floor after the window was broken. So it had to be after we got into the room.
Yep.
I see. So that's your explanation.
Since you did not calm down at all.
Kyoko, earlier when you asked if anyone had moved the can or tripped over it...
If that were the case, that would explain the can being on top of the glass.
So you asked everyone about it to eliminate that possibility right out of the gate.
And that's made everything clear, hasn't it? As
Yep.
long as it was a locked room, it only contained the bottle of poison, and not the protein can. But once the room was opened up, they were switched, and as a result, the protein can wound up in the rec room, and the bottle of poison returned to the chem lab.
Oh, snap.
That's all true, then why did Sakura drink the poison? I thought we all agreed she was tricked into drinking it because of the protein can.
No, I still think she might be commit suicide, but don't know why she would do it. She must have brought the poison to begin with, I think.
That's not why. The only explanation is she drank it from its original bottle, knowing exactly what it was.
Precisely. She was alone in a locked room. All she had was the poison. What other possibility is there?
You're saying she drank it knowing what it was? Such a ridiculous fiction is...
Exactly what happened.
Yep.
Then tell us already. Sorry. Please, tell us.
Really? They said please? Is that try and be in the polite way to do it?
Before we get to that, we need to clarify one other thing.
Still more,
We
really?
need to establish who exactly got the poison from the chem lab and took it to the rec room.
So we got
It's
a
Hina,
pointer.
right? She took it and gave it to Ogre.
No, not really.
What do you think, Makoto?
The one who got the poison for the chem lab and brought it to the rec room had to be Sakura.
I got it!
It was Sakura
I
herself.
think it was Sakura herself.
Huh? So Sakura, who was apparently murdered, just poisoned herself?
Yep.
What are you talking about? There's no way!
On the contrary, we know for a fact she went to the chem lab, right to the section full of poisons.
You're lying! Stop lying!
Really?
Why? Why would you lie like that?
No, it's not a lie. Sakura definitely went to Section C. Kyoko always showed me the evidence I need. Oh, we do have to do that thing again. And I have to hit Hina with it. I had to make her accept it. Oh, great. I have to do that thing again. That's 3 times in a row anyway. I did with Hino, and then Taco. Now we're gonna do Hina. Why can't you accept your truth?
You're a liar! What do you
Ugh.
mean? Wrong.
Now I'm gonna
You're wrong!
focus right now.
I'm telling you, I did it! Stop talking!
Ah!
You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong!
Ah!
Wrong! You're wrong!
Ah! Come on.
I hate you!
You don't hate me. I miss it. Come on.
You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! I'm telling you, I did it!
No.
Stop talking! You're a
Ah,
liar!
nope.
Wrong! You're wrong!
Good. Final strike.
Do you have any kind of proof Sakura took the poison?
Yes, I have proof. That, why are you talking right now? Was that no one did? It was yellow powder on Sakura's shoes.
Hina, did you know that Sakura's foot had a certain yellow powder stuck to it?
Yeah, when we looked through the body, they noticed it was like there's some yellow stuff all over her shoes. Me, Mike took something.
It did?
I guess you didn't know.
It did. The same yellow powder that had been spilled by the shelf in the chem lab. That powder was yellow, wasn't it?
Yep, it just been spilled out of it, and it just got all over her shoes.
So the powder we found on Sakura, what else could it be but the powder from the chem lab?
Wait. So, what was that powder doing on Ogre's foot?
And it was only on her instep, right?
Yeah.
Sakura must have been standing right there where the powder was spilled. So the person who spilled the powder by the shelf wasn't Hina, but Sakura.
Again, was she always been so clumsy all the time? Just like what happened with Chapter 2, that she accidentally spilled the protein coffee into the carpet from the locker room.
And when Sakura dropped the bottle, she dropped it away from where she was actually standing, which is how she was able to avoid getting it all over herself. But
That's
the powder
weird.
still got scattered around, and some of it must have wound up on her instep.
It's kind of weird though, how did they get like 4% for her?
Is there any problem with my thinking?
But why did Sakura pay a visit to Section C in the first place? The only explanation is that she was looking for poison. After all, that's all that section contained.
No! It was me! The poison! Because...
Just accept it already.
Because I killed her!
No, you didn't kill her.
The one that killed Sakura. The connection between Sakura and the poison. The unsolved mystery of the locked room. There's only one way to explain it. There's gotta be Sakura herself. She committed suicide. That's the only way.
Here's my answer.
Gosh darn it.
The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself.
But why? Why would she do that? She commits suicide to do that. But more importantly, why is Hina hiding from Sakura's death
The
then?
killer was Sakura?
Yep.
So you're saying it was suicide?
Yep.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it any more than I believe I can fly.
Well, why don't you do it? It kind of sounds like references.
I can't believe it either. Or rather, I don't want to believe it. But when you really think about it, everything matches up. Sakura went and got the poison. She barricaded herself in a room, and she drank it, all so she could end her own life. And that explains why we couldn't solve the mystery of the locked room.
Because of course, Malcolm forced into the lock room. Byakuya created the lock room. Sakura wants to create the lock room. Yeah, it was her.
The locked room mystery was created by Sakura.
I'm sure she locked herself in so nobody could stop her from doing what she did.
But what about the chant then? Was there a chant then?
She sat there, drank the poison, and breathed her last breath. And the empty bottle of poison rolled around the locked room until we came and opened it.
It would be weird, like if she dropped it, it would just have a scatter the bottle glass.
At that point, someone grabbed the bottle and snuck it out of the room. And that was you, wasn't it, Hina?
Yeah, it was. Oh my god, look at her crying.
You did it to throw off the investigation, didn't you? When we found her body, you stayed right there near the door.
Yep, you did. But she did.
Because you already knew Sakura was dead. And because the bottle of poison had rolled near the doorway.
That's when you picked up the bottle, right?
At least no one stepped on it.
I was too shocked to notice anything, and Kyoko was busy checking the body.
And the more I think about it, the more I realize how unusual your actions were.
have to go get him. Wait, does that mean is she trying to gather everyone? What after to get the bottle of protein can to switch? Is it like when Hina grabbed the bottle of poison, go to the chem lab, switch the bottles, didn't notice but the footstep, then that's what happened and told everyone to gather for where Sakura is. And then when everyone's here, when everyone's been distracted, then she placed the protein can on top of the glass. I had to go get the others. On shaky legs, Hina left on Rec Room.
You said you were going to go get everyone else, but your real intention was to go to the chem lab and switch out the containers,
Yep.
wasn't it?
Not sure how long it takes. It's about like 5 minutes or something.
Once you were at the chem lab, you headed straight to the section where the protein powder was kept. There, you took the powder and poured it into the bottle of poison you'd grabbed from the rec room. When you left the lab, all you had was the empty protein can. Thinking about it like that, the footprints make perfect sense.
Yep.
When you were done, you gathered everyone together. And once you were back in the rec room,
I got everyone. Oh, ogre? Oh, so she's dead, huh? Sakura's being killed. I see.
while everyone else was focused on Sakura, you quietly placed the can on the ground.
Surprisingly enough, that they've just been focused on the body. Well, not what Hina's been trying to tamper with the crime scene.
Honestly, I should have noticed. You should have been the first one to run up to Sakura's lifeless body. The Hina I know never would have left her side in a situation like that.
Yeah.
So, Sakura committed suicide. In order to hide this fact, Hina undertook a series of actions to undermine the investigation. As long as you could disguise the truth, you didn't care if we blamed you for her death. That's why you didn't bother to get rid of such obvious evidence, right? The footprints in the powder and the bottle of poison? Vital pieces of evidence, and yet...
So you're saying Hina consciously deceived us to make it look like she killed Sakura?
Yeah.
No! I killed her! I did it!
What did you give up already?
That's enough, Hina. It's over.
It's not! Nothing's over!
It is.
I'm sorry, Hina. There's nothing we can do. If you keep saying that, keep lying again, we're all dead.
Actually, no. You're right. We have to end this properly.
Yep. The closing argument begins. Well, my gosh. This is not really how I expected it to be, but... my god. So, we'll be taking a time to bed, so... be back. Right?
The killer is... you!
With Sakura, so... hopefully got it right.
This case began when Sakura asked a number of people to meet her in the rec room.
Which is Hiro, Toko, and Byakuya.
Specifically, those people were Hiro, Toko, and Byakuya.
Yep. Hopefully I gotta get it right.
One of them headed out a bit earlier than the others. Toko.
Which is she's the first person.
She got there one step ahead of everyone else and looked around for a good hiding spot. And she found it. She crawled into the locker to get out of sight.
At least Sakura didn't know.
Then, from inside the locker, she saw Sakura enter the room. Next to arrive was Hiro. When he got there, he mistakenly thought Sakura was going to try to kill him, so he panicked.
That's what I'm thinking.
Without thinking, he grabbed a nearby Monokuma bottle and attacked Sakura with it. Thinking he'd killed her, he hastily began covering up his crime. He took a magazine from the table and forged a dying message from Sakura. To that end, he wrote down a name.
Yep. But Toko on it.
Toko. By writing her name, he was hoping to pin the murder on her.
Then, Miranda ran away.
But of course, Toko had witnessed the whole thing. So as soon as the coast was clear, She jumped out of the locker and hid the magazine on the shelf with all the others.
Which is upside down.
But in her rush, she made one little mistake. She put the magazine back upside down.
Then Sakura comes back alive.
Soon after, she watched as Sakura slowly opened her eyes.
Then falls unconscious and right as Jack awakened.
She also saw the blood dripping off Sakura's head and fainted.
But yeah.
This caused her personality to switch back over to Genocide Jack. When she woke back up, her second personality also saw the blood-soaked Sakura.
Which he says surprisingly scared.
And she freaked out.
And then smack it! With the queen one.
And just like Hiro, she grabbed another Monokuma bottle and attacked her. This explains why there were 2 wounds on Sakura's head. Assuming Sakura really was dead this time, she set about disposing of the evidence.
Which is a Monokuma and the queen
She gathered up the
chest
broken Monokuma
piece.
bottle shards and the queen chess piece.
Which, what did they do with it exactly? Put it in a disposable incinerator or what? I don't know.
And that explains how Sakura was attacked twice with the same type of weapon. But even after those 2 blows, she was still alive.
Yep. She's still a strong woman. A strong high school girl, I would say to myself.
So then, what was Sakura's actual cause of death?
Was poison.
It was the poison that Sakura herself got from the chem lab.
Right from the beginning.
She turned the rec room into a true locked room scenario, and then drank the deadly mixture.
Chug it all down.
She took her final breath. Later on, the rest of us discovered that her body was in there.
Surprising enough, that's like Hina as black. Like it's not she was not the killer enough, but she was more like hiding the fact that the one that caused it tempered with the crime scene. Despite that she is not the killer, but Sakura was the one to commit suicide.
We had to smash the door's window to get inside. But someone already knew what had happened. Knew that she had committed suicide.
Yep. So I took the bottle.
That same someone quietly snatched the bottle of poison from off the ground.
Yep.
And while nobody was
look at
looking,
everyone else.
replaced it with an empty protein can.
Which no one not know.
They did all this specifically to place all the suspicion on themselves, in an attempt to guide the trial to a false conclusion. And the one who went to all that effort
Was offered that.
you, Hina.
Gosh darn it. Now I feel sad for Hina that she lost her own best friend. Her best friend that commits suicide. Why? Why would she do that? Why would Sakura would do it, and why would Hina would hide it?
Truth of the case. Sakura took her own life, and you claim to be the killer to hide that fact. Isn't that right?
Well, after digging and blaming on those 3, then she decided to take her as a killer. Then we all found out that Sakura was the one to commit suicide, so yeah.
That's what happened?
Yep.
But, Makoto, how did you...
It's knowledge, man. More like it, he's lucky. That's why he calls himself the ultimate lucky student.
How did you manage to... How were you able to uncover the truth that even I couldn't discern?
Well, with the help of Yoko, anyway.
Huh? Oh, well, I mean,
You still haven't realized? We don't all act according to calculations and cost-benefit diagrams. That's what makes us so complicated. That's what you don't understand. And that's why you couldn't solve this case. See? Didn't I tell you?
Why can't you smile like that?
When you dismiss other people's feelings, it'll always come back to bite you in the end.
Well, that kind of end quick. Let's see what the rank is for this one. I think I got the things worse. So got an A for all of it. More importantly, I got all A from each of the chapters. I got 100 medals. I wish it would be enough to get more.
Okay. I think we can all agree you made your point.
Well, at least you didn't talk anything for a bit for this case.
Did you guys forget already? You still haven't voted yet.
We are doing it right now, so don't just rush on it.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You seriously forgot?
Really? Well, can we seriously vote for Sakura since she was the one that killed herself?
I can feel my energy draining out of me.
Do you want to make her like 1,000 wine for that?
Well, whatever. You don't really have a choice anyway. You just gotta do it. Maybe you don't want to, but please grab your lever and cast your vote. So, who will be chosen as the bludgeon? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
Why you be so, like, not in the mood right now?
What's it gonna be?
You like less enthusiastic than you are. Now you sound like sad and all. We'll buy that. And the votes come result is Sakura, the one who killed herself. At least no one died. I mean, no punishment, right? Right?
Okay.
Seems to me Monokuma's is still not in the mood, so anyway, I decided to leave it for now, which is it's been a very long time to do it. So yeah, I'm not sure what's the big deal is with this class trial. Everything turned upside down as if we're not the killer anyway, but Sakura is. But sadly enough, but still, why are they Sakura's trying to commit suicide exactly? And why do they want to call the three of them here? Maybe they're trying to like stop fighting to each other so they could be friends again. But then suddenly they realize like either they were thinking that Sakura's were planning to kill them. That was turned out worse. And then somehow she decided to make her last spread is to just poison herself. And Hina realized that she really did kill herself. But still, why did Hina hiding the truth in the first place exactly? So there must be some kind of a reasoning of why Hina would do that in the first place, but we don't know. So I decided to leave it for now. Maybe I do off screen for a bit to trying to get more you know, get more items. So I had to get the free time, man. Hopefully I'm gonna get this right. But get the bonus students, it gets them skills, it gets them more skill points. It's really not complicated. Sorry, I was trying to be like calm as I could be, but I don't think so. But anyway, that's pretty much it for Danganronpa's Tricky Happy Havoc. If you like this video, hit the like button to light them up. Want to see my videos, so check out the physical subscribe. Until then, I'll see you guys next time. Laters!